What are the best marketing strategies for 2022 and 2023 for a brand or a business? Well, that's what I'm going to cover in today's video, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Chad Muncy. Welcome to Oddball Entrepreneur. This is the channel where I teach you how to be different and how to stand out in branding, marketing, business, and life. I've spent many of my years helping other businesses create millions of dollars branding themselves, not just online, but in person. And today I want to share with you some of the strategies that I see not only working back then, but really coming back into play that will help your business and help your brand. Number one, stand out from the crowd. Become a brand and build a brand, not just a business with a logo. What is the difference between a business with a logo and a brand, you ask? Well, one of my favorite marketers of all time, Seth Godin, defined this. He said a brand would be Nike. When you hear the word Nike, you know the feeling of Nike. You know what it stands for. You know what it represents. And that would be a brand, as opposed to Days Inn or the Hyatt Hotel. If you took the Hyatt Hotel and you took the Holiday Inn, or you took the Hilton and the Hyatt and you switched the signs on the buildings, you walk in the hotel, you would think the Hyatt was the Hyatt. You would think the Hilton was the Hyatt. They're interchangeable because it's not a brand, it's a business with a logo. So you, when you build your business, want to create a brand. You want to have a story behind it. You want people to know what you represent, and you need to preach your why. Why are you doing this? You need to not only understand your why and create that, but you need to preach that to the crowd. When people go on your website, you need to have a video there that tells your story, tells what you're passionate about, why you're passionate about it, and tells the customer what you want to do for them and what your company represents. Your company needs to have core values. That is how you stand out from the crowd, and that's how you build a brand. Proven methods. When I say proven methods, I'm talking about there are some old school methods that are phasing out right now. There are old school methods that people are putting down by the wayside because Facebook ads came out and they're trying to advertise on YouTube. None of those things are bad, but when you put those things in front and those take priority to old school methods that actually work, such as if I was starting a cleaning company or a landscaping business, I would order business cards and I would go door to door in a neighborhood to get my name out. Another thing that I would do is go to local businesses, such as a hardware store if I'm a landscaping company, and say, hey, here's my business card. I am cutting lawns in this area. If you know anybody that needs their lawn cut, here I am. If I was a cleaning company, I would do the same thing. There is nothing like feet on the street, building relationships. Now, the next thing would be email. You can actually go and build an email list of businesses or an email list of people that you know, and it will be probably 100 people, and email them your information that you're starting your business, that you're getting it started. Start with the old school proven methods that worked back in the day, and then make sure you have a Google business profile. Make sure that's set up properly, and make sure it's filled out correctly with all of your information, your hours. Make sure you get a website. People are like, I've got to get my social media up, and there's nothing wrong with that. Get your social media up, but don't forget about these methods. Don't just use Facebook ads and then say, it's not working, my business isn't taking off. I've been on social media for a week, I haven't had one person respond. Start with the proven methods. Number 3, become an oddball entrepreneur. What does that mean? It means be completely different in your way of thinking, in your processes, your procedures, your core values, building a culture, all of it. Stand out from the crowd in every single area. You know, I know some some businesses who have done this in the past and been very successful. For instance, I knew of a hot dog restaurant, and they were trying to build themselves as a local hot dog restaurant. They had the lunch special for $5. You get a hot dog, fries or chips, and a drink. You come in for lunch specials. The problem is the competition is literally exactly that, a hot dog stand with all of that stuff. So what they did is they started once a month. It was either once a month or once every 2 months. They had, I know it's going to sound crazy, but they had a wrestling day. They had these amateur wrestlers come out to their parking lot, and they set up this little ring, and they invited the entire community. The first year, they had, 30, 40 people come out. The next year, it not only doubled, but they had about 130 people come out, and it filled the entire parking lot. And then they started putting balloons up, and now that they've had it for 3 or 4 years, it is a staple in that community. Every single person in that community knows about that business. And then when people are traveling through and say, hey, somewhere I can get a quick bite to eat, guess what the number one place that they recommend is? It's that hot dog restaurant. Another one is a cleaning company that I know of. And the cleaning company started pushing that happiness was the end result of hiring them. Happiness was what they were all about. And you say, well, they're just saying happiness. How did they go forward with that and show people that they were truly making people happy? What they did is they worked with a local company that got gift baskets together, and they got them for very cheap, and they worked them into the price of the cleaning. So what happened is when you hired the cleaning company, they came to your house, they would leave a gift basket every time, and the gift baskets were always different. They were always surprises. Sometimes it might be notepads with some pens and then some fruit. Sometimes it might be some paper towels or something that you can use around your house. So they weren't gift baskets like fruit baskets. They were gift baskets with things that you could use to clean and things you could use around your house. Even if it was toilet paper in there, it was saving people money. So the gift baskets were always left, and it really did cause people to be joyful and happy when the cleaning company left. So the last example that I want to use for becoming an oddball entrepreneur is a restaurant. And once COVID hit, this restaurant started a movie night. They had this little side yard. Now, they couldn't get all these people inside because of COVID, but what they did is they had a side yard, and it was pretty big, so they set up a screen. They either bought or rented this screen, and once a week they had family movie night, and people would come and they would they'd bring takeout food and deliver. Their waitresses would go around to the people that were spaced apart, and it became a staple once again. People got used to it, and after COVID they continued, and it grew into this huge community gathering in their side yard movie night at this restaurant. Now, this restaurant was not a hot dog stand. This was a very nice high-end restaurant. But you know what happened? Everybody that came to that family night after COVID started coming to eat at the restaurant, and then word spread. That is what I'm talking about, becoming an oddball entrepreneur. Think outside the box. Number 4, sell the end result of what you're delivering. Do not sell the service. Do not try to talk it up. Just sell the end result. If you are a cleaning business, you sell that you're going to be happy. Happiness. This is what you're going to be. You're going to have more time on your hands after we get done cleaning your house. If you're a landscaping company, you could be the same thing, more time. But you know what your product and service is, and you should know what your product or service will result in the person feeling inside, and how what emotions they'll be going through. What will it give them? Will it give them time freedom? Will it give them peace of mind? Sell the end result. Sell how they will feel. Will it save them time? Sell how their life will be better. Sell the end result. Number 5, love people. And some of you are going to be like, this is stupid, Chad. No, this is how I have built businesses. Love people. Customers are your priceless thing in your business that you have to act like they are royalty sometimes. You have to treat them with so much respect, even though sometimes they're mean to you, or they say something about you, or they comment, or they leave a bad review. Customers are your number one. So treat them like it's a 5-star company and they are paying all the bills in your company. Be a little old school, offer incredible service. Make sure your quality is above what they set as their standard. And then lastly, be extremely kind. Offer kindness, and if you have employees, teach a culture of kindness at all times. And I guarantee you, when you are looked at and your company's looked at and your employees are looked at as more kind than the company down the road, or nicer than this other restaurant, or your employees are better trained and their service is more incredible than the person down the road, kindness. That is how you build a brand that will last for a long time and that people will talk about and that people will fight over. I want them. I know they're booked up, but I'm going to get on that list. I want them to clean my house. I want them to mow my yard. I want them to serve me. I want to go to their restaurant. That is how you build a brand. That's how you brand correctly and build an awesome foundation. Please, if you like this content, subscribe, hit the bell. I can't wait to talk to you again next time.